Before the seas carried waves, before the heavens held stars, and before the voices of gods echoed through creation, there emerged Gaia from the endless void of chaos. She was not born like later beings, nor shaped by divine hands. Gaia simply appeared, vast, eternal, and alive. She became the foundation of all existence, the living earth itself. Mountains rose as parts of her body. Valleys formed like breaths across her endless surface, and the first winds moved above her sleeping lands. In her silence rested the potential of every forest, river, and creature yet to exist. Unlike the violent powers that would later rule the cosmos, Gaia embodied creation itself, calm, fertile, and immeasurably ancient. Yet Gaia was not merely land or soil. She was consciousness within nature, a force that felt the balance of the universe before balance had a name. From her would come the sky, the sea, the titans, and generations of gods. She was the beginning beneath every beginning, the eternal mother from whom the cosmos would rise. In the first age of creation, Gaia looked upon the endless emptiness above her and brought forth Uranus, the great sky itself. He stretched infinitely over her mountains and seas, covering the world like a celestial veil of stars and storm clouds. Together, Gaia and Uranus became the first union of earth and heaven, and through them the cosmos began to grow. From their bond came the mighty Titans, beings of immense power who embodied the raw forces of existence. Yet Gaia also gave birth to the terrible Cyclopes and the monstrous Hecatoncheires, whose forms reflected the untamed chaos of the early universe. But Uranus feared these children. Though Gaia saw them as part of creation's balance, Uranus viewed them as threats. And from that fear, the first wound within the divine family began to form. As the children of Gaia grew in strength, the fear of Uranus deepened. Unable to accept the monstrous forms of the Cyclopes and the mighty Hecatoncheires, Uranus cast them into the dark abyss of Tartarus. There, buried beneath the earth, they were hidden from the heavens forever. Gaia felt their suffering within her own body. The prison beneath the world became a wound that never healed, and the cries of her imprisoned children echoed through her mountains and oceans. Though she was the mother of creation, she could not protect those born from her own essence. Pain slowly transformed into fury. Gaia realized that Uranus ruled not through wisdom, but through fear. The balance of creation had been broken, and the Earth Mother could no longer remain silent. Deep within herself, she began shaping a plan that would change the order of the cosmos forever. A rebellion born not from hatred, but from the grief of a mother. The sorrow of Gaia soon became resolve. From the depths of her own mountains, she shaped a great sickle of unbreakable stone and called upon her children, the Titans, to rise against Uranus. Yet only one answered her call without fear: Cronus, ambitious and cunning. When night covered the world and Uranus descended upon Gaia, Cronus emerged from the shadows. With the sickle forged by his mother, He struck the sky god, overthrowing the first ruler of the cosmos. The heavens trembled, and the endless bond between earth and sky was violently broken. From the blood of Uranus sprang new beings into existence: terrible spirits, giants, and the fierce Erinyes. Even in destruction, creation continued through Gaia's power. Yet as Uranus faded from dominion, his final warning echoed across the cosmos. Cronus too would one day be overthrown by his own child. And Gaia, ancient and wise, knew the cycle of power had only begun. After the fall of Uranus, the rule of the cosmos passed to Cronus. The Titans believed a new age had begun, free from the fear and cruelty of the heavens. Yet Gaia, who understood the deeper balance of existence, sensed darkness growing once more. Cronus had inherited not only power, but also the fear that had consumed his father. When Gaia and Uranus revealed the prophecy that one of his own children would overthrow him, terror entered the Titan's heart. To prevent his fate, Cronus devoured each child born to him and Rhea, imprisoning them within himself. Gaia watched the cycle repeat. Ruler becoming tyrant, fear giving birth to violence. But unlike Uranus, Cronus could not hide from destiny forever. The Earth Mother guided Rhea in secret, helping her save the youngest child, Zeus. Deep beneath the earth, Gaia knew the balance of the cosmos was moving once again, preparing for another great upheaval. In secrecy and sorrow, Rhea followed the guidance of Gaia. When her youngest child was born, Zeus, she hid him far from the reach of Cronus. In place of the child, she gave Cronus a stone wrapped in cloth, and the Titan, consumed by fear, swallowed it without hesitation. Hidden in the depths of the earth, Zeus grew in silence, nourished by nymphs and protected by Gaia herself. The Earth Mother watched over him, feeling the shift of fate within her bones. She had seen empires of sky and Titan fall before, and now she prepared for the next turning of the cycle. As Zeus matured, Gaia revealed to him the truth of his origin and the suffering of his siblings trapped within Cronus. The young god felt the weight of destiny awaken within him, not as fear, but as purpose. Beneath all creation, Gaia understood that the final balance of the cosmos would soon demand release. The age of Titans was nearing its end, and from the hidden child would rise a new order of gods. When Zeus reached maturity, Gaia guided him toward his destined rebellion. Hidden within the depths of the world, Zeus confronted Cronus not with brute force alone, but with the inevitability of fate itself. With Gaia's ancient wisdom, Zeus forced Cronus to release the swallowed children, the future gods who had been trapped within the Titans' eternal fear. From the depths emerged Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon. Thus began the great war between the Titans and the new gods, the Titanomachy. Gaia did not choose sides, for she was the foundation of both. Yet she understood that change was necessary for balance. Mountains trembled, seas roared, and the heavens fractured as the old order clashed with the new. And from beneath all conflict, Gaia remained, the silent force ensuring that even destruction served creation's endless design. The Titanomachy shook all layers of existence, yet its echoes reached even deeper than the heavens and seas. Above, Zeus led the newly freed gods in battle. Below, the ancient Gaia felt every tremor within her eternal body. From her depths rose forgotten powers. The Hecatoncheires and the Cyclopes, once imprisoned in the abyss of Tartarus. Gaia had never forgotten their suffering, and now she called them forth to balance the war that threatened all creation. With their immense strength, they turned the tide of battle. Mountains were hurled like stones, and thunder was forged anew in divine fire. Even the Titans, once rulers of existence, began to fall. Yet Gaia did not rejoice. She understood that every victory carried the seed of future imbalance. As the old world collapsed, she ensured only one thing: that existence itself would survive the transformation. Beneath war and chaos, she remained the silent foundation upon which all change depended. As the Titanomachy reached its final collapse, the Titans were defeated and cast down into the deepest abyss of Tartarus. There, their former glory dissolved into endless silence, and their names became echoes swallowed by darkness. Yet even in their fall, Gaia did not abandon them completely. She was not cruelty, nor was she mercy in mortal terms. She was balance. And balance demanded that nothing be destroyed beyond meaning. Within the depths, the Hecatoncheires stood as eternal wardens, ensuring that the fallen would remain bound, not erased. The abyss became both prison and preservation, a place where even defeat had structure. Above, Zeus believed order had been secured. But Gaia understood that order is never final. It only transforms. For every age that ends, another must rise. And beneath all divine authority, the Earth Mother continued to breathe, ensuring that existence itself would not collapse under the weight of victory or defeat, but continue its endless cycle of becoming. After the silence of the Titanomachy settled across the cosmos, a new order rose under Zeus and the Olympians. Temples were built, laws of gods were spoken, and mortals began to look upward in reverence. Yet beneath all divine rule remained the unchanging presence of Gaia. She was no longer only the mother of gods and monsters. She had become the living foundation of all ages. Every mountain still carried her strength, every forest her breath, every stone her memory. Even the sealed depths of Tartarus existed within her greater body, unseen but never separated. Gaia did not rule, nor did she obey. She endured. She shaped without command and sustained without recognition. Gods would rise and fall above her, but she remained the constant beneath their names. And so the myth concludes not with an ending, but with continuity. For Gaia is not part of history. She is the condition in which history exists, the eternal earth from which all things come and to which all things return. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, and share your impressions of the video.